Alright, good morning. So, it's currently 7:25, and I got to the gym a little bit ago, and I'm just sitting in the parking lot, but as soon as I rolled into the parking lot, I realized that LA Fitness doesn't actually open until 8. So that's something I didn't realize until I pulled in, which isn't, that big of a deal. I'm just gonna, sit here and film this video while I'm waiting. So, the idea of me coming to the gym so early on even the weekend is because I want to, as well as the week, I want to keep the weekend heavily productive. And, for me, keeping the weekend heavily productive isn't very hard because I have so much free time that it isn't very difficult. And it shouldn't be very difficult for you either, because I'm guessing either you work full time or you're in school. You have the weekend off anyway. So you have lots of free time to work on yourself and heavily improve yourself each and every single day, as well as the weekend. And what most people don't get, and what most people fall victim of, is that they are still in this high school, middle school mindset that, the weekend is leisure time, the weekend is vacation. When in reality, the weekend should be the most productive part of the week. Because, take it from me, I used to fuck off every single weekend. I used to have, a very productive week, when I was in high school. And then when it comes time for the weekend, it would just be a never-ending cycle of just nothingness. Because I would literally be so exhausted from the week that Friday night, I would literally just go to bed at 2 a.m. and then sleep until noon the next day. So my Saturday was completely cooked, and now my Saturdays are completely booked with stuff because I load my schedule so I can feel productive all the time. But back then, I didn't have shit to do, so I didn't have anything to wake up for. Fast forward to now, holy cow, holy notification. So, fast forward to now, I want to keep my weekends as productive as possible because that is how I feel, that is how I will feel truly fulfilled. And, honestly, just by fucking off every weekend, I don't know how most people don't feel terrible about themselves. Because I don't know about you, each and every single day, holy shit, turn my leg off. Okay. I don't know about you, but every single time that I would wake up on those days, whether it be 10 a.m. or fucking noon, I would feel terrible about myself, but for some reason I would keep doing it because it felt good. It felt good to sleep in. It felt good to stay in the covers. It felt just cozy. And that's the very thing that I had to get out of, even though sometimes I still fall victim of it. I still have to get up and I still have to get after it. Because what pisses me off the most is, honestly, as nice as being comfortable is, it pisses me off. Because I know how unproductive I feel whenever I am comfortable. Because I remember how shitty I used to feel whenever, whether I was in a relationship or, maybe I was even single, I would still fall victim of the same thing and sleep in every weekend. Because, look, I feel like regardless if you're in a relationship or not, even if you are in a relationship, your comfortability gets even higher. But even if whenever you're not in a relationship, your comfortability can still be at an all-time high. My point is, regardless, you need to switch your mindset. Because even though it's comfortable and you want to feel comfortable, comfortability kills. Complacency kills you. It killed me every single day until I got out of that cycle of just completely not doing anything with the weekend. Because I finally had enough of feeling like shit every single weekend. Because I would wake up on Saturday at 10 and wonder why the fuck I feel like shit. It's because not only I slept too long, but I just fried my dopamine because I literally, every time I'd wake up, I'd be like, 5 more minutes. and then I'd sleep for another hour. So I'll just keep frying my dopamine by just staying in bed and staying comfortable, staying warm. And although it is nice, it kills you. How many times do you think I, think about each and every single day how I was with my past girlfriends, and I would be in the morning, I'd just be in bed all cuddled up with them. You know how great that feeling was? You know how amazing that feeling was? It was fantastic. But every single day I woke up, I was like, damn, I could be doing better. Damn, my productivity could be so much better. And I kept telling myself this, every single weekend, but never did anything about it. Until enough was enough. Had no girlfriend, had no friends. I finally figured out that my life was depending on me to change something. And I did. As soon as I realized that what truly needed to change is what time I got up, I changed it. And that is what I feel like most people deal with every single day, is the fact that they don't want to get up out of bed because they're so comfortable. Whether, like I just said, you're either cuddled up with your girlfriend and you're nice and comfortable, or you're cuddled up by yourself. It doesn't matter. Being in bed and being engulfed with covers, it's comfortable. And you don't want to get up. But you have to in order to feel fantastic about yourself. So treat the weekend, I kind of got off on a little tangent, but start treating the weekend the same as you would treat the week. And if you treat the week like shit, then you gotta fucking change your ways. Wake up early, get a good breakfast, go to the gym in the morning, elevate your day, and you're gonna feel incredible about yourself because you know you're bettering yourself in the process. And you could very easily not do this. And a lot of people don't. Because a lot of people are lazy pieces of shit. So, you can either grow and take complete control of your life and become a genuinely 1% man, or you can just stay the same. It's up to you completely. But what you have to understand is, how happy do you think you would be if every single day you woke up and you had that mindset like, okay, I don't want to get up. I want to stay in my bed. I don't want to wake up right now. But I'm going to anyway because I know that if I do, I will feel great about myself. That's why I wake up every single day at 4 or 4:30. Because I know that's when my day starts. Because it's not about like, oh, I'm just going to start a new schedule. No. And you have to become that person. See, I'm not a person that really loves to wake up at 4 all the time. Sometimes I do. But sometimes I don't. But regardless of how I'm feeling, regardless of what emotion that I'm going through, I still get up every single day. Doesn't matter how I feel. So, if the weekend is genuinely making you feel like this, you just want to stay in bed all day, then you need to understand that you have the ability to take complete control of your life. What I'm not understanding is, why haven't you done it yet? Because you know what you're capable of. Every single person watching this video, you know deep down what you are capable of. So, you shouldn't go a day without trying your absolute hardest, because you know that you are fully capable of doing whatever the fuck that you want. But this is all up to you. Whether you want to make a change or you don't want to make a change. Fully up to you. But you know what the right answer is. Because you've been falling down this same path that I have fallen down. Where you just keep getting, caught up with comfortability. You keep, getting caught up with going to bars. You keep getting caught up with, hanging out with chicks all the time. Not having any genuine fulfillment within your life. And you wonder why you feel so lonely all the time. Is because you're not loving yourself. And as egotistical as people may want to say that sentence is, you have to love yourself. Because how are you going to love other people if you can't love yourself equally the same? And what makes it easier to love yourself is personally developing every single day. Like I said, do I want to get up at 4 a.m.? No, obviously not. But I know that's what's best for me. It's like I said, some days I do. Some days I wake up and shoot out of bed. Some days I wake up like, and that's normal. But you have to understand that you're fully capable of creating whatever reality that you set out for yourself. Whether you want to start a business or you want to get up at 4 a.m. and go to the gym like me. Everything you can truly do anything you want, because once you realize that you're fully capable of creating any type of reality that you want, and just you gradually start living that in your daily life, then you will become everything that you think about. Because thoughts become things. You truly will become what you think about. If you think about it hard, you will become that. But like I keep saying, it's all up to you. Whether you want to make a change or not. But if you keep staying in the same spot that you have been for 3 years, where do you think you're going to end up on the 4th year? If you just stay on the same cycle. You're going to end up in the same spot. So make a change, and you will understand the true fulfillment that you get from waking up every single day and treating yourself amazing. Boys, not a very long video today, but I hope it was heavily informational, and I hope that it was heavily motivating to get you guys out of fucking bed on the weekend. Because you have to understand, it's so possible to do. It's so possible to live a life that is worth living. It's so worth it to live a life that you love. So do me a favor. If you're watching this video, leave a like and leave a comment what you thought of this video. And if you don't want to do that, then I don't fucking care. But only thing that I want is I want this video to reach people that genuinely need to watch it. So boys, thank you guys for watching. I love every single one of you that watches my videos. Obviously, it's not very much, but I know each and every single one of you can take a little bit of something from my videos. And that's what truly makes me happy. So without further ado, the gym's probably about to open in like 20 minutes here. So I'm going to film a few more videos, but like I said, get after the weekend and understand that you have the ability to create whatever reality you want. If you want to wake up early on the weekend, you have the ability to do that. If you want to be hyper productive during the weekend, you have the ability to do that. So start living a life that's worth living, and start loving yourself, and start living a life that you love.